Doesn't make any sense. Oh.
Hello, everybody. Lucas Widman here, live in the TMZ Newsroom for TMZ Sports. It's Tuesday, and we got an amazing show for you. We're going to kick things off with a pretty shocking headline that has made waves all over the sports and animal beat, and that's Tom Brady revealing that his dog that he's had for a few years is actually a clone of a dog that passed away in 2023. His beloved dog, Lua, is actually the original dog that he had with Gisele Bündchen when they were married. So very interesting story. We're going to get down into that, and then we're also going to talk about the big news from Monday night, which is Jake Paul's no longer fighting Tank Davis. What Jake had to say about it, and what others are saying about who could possibly enter the ring with Jake before the end of 2025. As we said, MVP and Netflix really want to make this fight happen with Jake Paul, get him in the ring, but we don't know who that opponent could be yet. I guess following up on what we covered in Monday's show, whether that's Francis Ngannou or not, remains to be seen. And then the last one, David Beckham, or should we say Sir David Beckham, receiving an amazing honor from King Charles on Tuesday. Going to break that all down, and so much more. So much more. Can't even get into all of it right now. Of course, we got Luca. Babcock is nowhere to be found right now. Danny and Shannon have been holding it down today. It is... Shannon. The vibes are so high. We got Eric Wilson wearing part of his Halloween costume from Friday. Okay, we love that. Eric Wilson is a big ball of sunshine every day in this office, just like Charles, who's...
Charles is excited about the 2030 Super Bowl champion New York Jets.
Charles is keeping Altoids in business.
Sure am. New York Jets, big day.
Big day.
Big day, we're winning.
Big haul. 2030 or 2035 Super Bowl champions.
Unfortunately, we had to unload every star player we have, but...
You guys still got Tyrod Taylor?
You know what, Luca? that was unnecessary.
I like Tyrod Taylor, you know? Been through a lot. He's a resilient guy, you know?
Tyrod.
He survived getting stabbed by doctors, you know? He's a ball player, you know?
What do we want the chat to talk about today?
Chat, okay, actually, I'm very curious to hear what people think about the whole cloning situation.
Yeah.
Because do you think, I think this becomes more of an ethical thing of, do you think, losing, because I lost my dog that I had for 15 years in February, and I saw this story, and I was thinking about, if I had the option to clone my dog, would I want to do that? And I don't know.
I don't think I would, nor do I have the funds for it. Danny did the research earlier. Not directly from the company that was responsible for Tom's cloning, but 50K.
50K.
Yeah, all right.
50K.
I mean,
I don't got it like that.
But I think if people have the, even if that is, I think
you
people
had the
grow an
money,
attachment to their pets. It's like people who don't have kids, that kind of thing. Who have these. I mean, I had this dog since I was literally could remember things. It's and I would think if I had $50,000, to do it.
You would do it.
If I just netted it right now and it was my life doesn't change, but I get my dog back for 50. I'm very torn whether or not I think I would or not.
No, I think it's a good question. Is the dog, personality-wise, is it the same?
Right.
How does it?
Because if not, then it's a hard no for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's going to look exactly like the other dog that you have so many memories with, but you aren't going to capture that same magic.
Somebody in our comments for the post we made on TMZsports.com said, I recently lost my beloved dog Bella a couple months ago and I miss her every day. However, cloning her, I do not feel would have made me happy even if I had the money. Sure, the dog looks exactly the same, but I think it seems like because this happened before, this isn't the first instance of that. Right. I think the personality is different.
I think that's the big question.
It says it's not the exact, they're a completely new dog. They just maybe look the same and have the same genes or whatever. But I think that's true. If it was the choice of cloning it just to look the same, I don't know if I would.
No, just go find a dog that looks like your dog then.
I think you're just gonna want the previous dog.
Yeah, because what if you have this cuddly dog, that's super whatever, and then you get this new dog and it's pain, can't take it anywhere, but it still looks like, I feel like that would be almost tarnishing to the memory of your dog that you loved so much. But yeah, chat, please let us know what you guys think of that. I think it's a super interesting, like, ethical dilemma.
Here, I'm going to ask ChatGPT.
Will
That's
TMZ
what we're
clone?
apparently doing today.
2 words goes, will TMZ clone Harvey?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Would
not be a bad idea.
it would be.
We
Yeah.
need to clone Babcock. That's who we need to
That's
clone.
what I'm talking about, Mojo.
I don't know if you guys heard me a second ago, but I was saying, what happens if you clone Babcock? We're talking about personalities be the same, but what if the new Babcock had like terrible hair, awful hairline, balding, patchy, really bad
wouldn't be me then.
dandruff and psoriasis?
But it looks
what
like
happened then?
Babcock still.
Dandruff and psoriasis. Hang on here, let's see some. If you clone a dog, is the personality the same?
So cloning a dog is a bit like making a genetic copy, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the exact same personality. The new dog will have the same DNA, sure, but personality is shaped by a bunch of things beyond just genetics. Think environment, experiences, and all those little quirks that come from how the dog is raised.
No longer
So you
listening.
might get a pup that looks the same and maybe has some similar traits, but it's not a guaranteed personality clone.
That makes sense, because I feel like if you get, like, for me, like, I got my dog when I was, like, 6.
Yeah.
Like, six or 7, you know, like, one of those. And I like the way I like feel like I was like with my dog when I was younger. When I was younger, I feel like raising it would be a very different story than if I were to raise it now.
So the dog is going to be different.
It's going to be different, just like by trait of life being different now. You know.
I get the feeling it's going to be somewhat similar, but not exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well,
You guys ready
we're
to
going to
kick
collect our
things off?
money.
We'll get back to that in a second.
Yeah, we're going to actually talk about that, so that'll be good.
We're going to start with Jake
Okay.
Paul.
All right, let's do this.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis, Jake Paul, Francis Ngannou.
This is a good segment to talk about today.
I like this one. Steve, you want me to walk right now? Okay. All right, man. We're 2 days without Jose here. This is really getting.
Jose.
Yeah,
crazy.
what the hell? We got a graphic and
Because
everything.
we're starting early, and I saw
Ryan.
Jose. He's
Ryan.
somewhere else in the building, but I know where he's. We'll get him when he comes over here. We'll do it. We won't do it at the top of the show. We'll do it at whenever Jose gets over here.
Dude, I need to
busy.
see this graphic, man. I'm not
I know.
patient. I've had to wait
No, I
multiple
know.
days now.
I know, Mojo. I was bummed yesterday. And I saw him earlier today. We had a good conversation in the bathroom. And then we started early because we got to do something. We got to
All right,
film
so
something.
Babcock, you'll start. Jake, Tank, you'll go over to Lucas.
All
Lucas
right.
should have quotes to read.
All right, so I'm going Jake.
going Scorched
Okay.
Earth on Tank.
So, Lucas, that's what we'll do first. Jake ripping Tank, okay?
Yeah.
And then Babcock, you'll segue to potential opponents. Francis
Okay.
Ngannou from Monday's show.
Got it. Okay.
And then you'll have tweets, them going back and forth.
Okay.
And then you'll talk to Mojo.
Was that last week? Not Jake, I'm sorry. That Tank was sued last week?
Correct.
Okay, let's do it. Welcome to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. Jake Paul is absolutely ripping into Gervonta Tank Davis, going scorched earth on the undefeated boxer. Now, as we know, the fight is off. The fight that was scheduled for November 14th, Jake Paul, Tank Davis. It was, if nothing else, a super intriguing matchup, but it all got thrown into the air last week when Tank Davis was sued by a woman who claimed that they dated for like 5 months, and that Tank had actually gotten violent with her. Now, he has not been arrested. It's not even a criminal investigation at this point. It's just a lawsuit. But Jake Paul and MVP, his promotion, along with Netflix, they obviously were following this story, and they ultimately made the decision to pull the plug on that fight. Now, the decision was made last night. Now, in a second, we'll get into who Jake Paul ultimately fights here and when he steps back into the ring. And there are some big-name potential opponents here. But we've got to talk about Jake Paul and what he had to say about Tank Davis, because he didn't just say, Lucas, hey, this fight's not on and we're going to move on. he went in on Tank. He really, really attacked this guy.
He sure did, and he was ready to unload on Tank. I feel like he was holding this in for a long time, and once it was finally canceled, he's like, all right, I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But he went on social media, and this is what he had to say about Tank. Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, to the numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man can commit. I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved.
Wow. I mean, again, that's about as strong a statement as an athlete could say about another athlete. This was going to be a huge fight. It was just about a week and a half away. It was on Netflix. You were going to have tens of millions of people who were watching this, and 50, 60 million, who knows? And there was going to be a massive payday for Tank Davis. So while Tank has accomplished everything in the ring that you could want to do as a boxer, I mean, this was likely going to be the biggest payday that he was ever going to receive. And now it's not going to happen. Again, like we said, it's not a criminal investigation right now, but the allegations were serious enough for Jake Paul that he, again, said, no, we're not going to do this. So now, Mojo, that begs the question, where does Jake Paul go from here? Jake obviously was trying to test himself with an albeit much smaller fighter, but a guy who was super accomplished inside of those, the squared circle. So who does he fight now? Now, there are a couple of opponents whose names have been thrown out there, starting with Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, for as small as Tank Davis was, obviously Francis is a giant. Talking about a guy who was 6'4", 6'5", 260 pounds, all muscle, who was a former heavyweight champion, who has boxed and went into the boxing ring, as a matter of fact, and gave Tyson Fury every bit that he could handle. And as you see, actually put Tyson Fury on his ass. Tyson Fury is one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time. We reached out to Francis Ngannou, Mojo, yesterday, and we asked him, we said, hey, people are talking about your name. Do you have any interest in fighting Jake Paul?
No, there's no such of thing happening. Basically, like, how can they go from like Gervonta Davis to Francis Ngannou? Like, I mean, Gervonta Davis is a fantastic boxer, but and is a one-shot knockout artist. But come on, like the way different and everything, it make no sense. Don't disrespect me like that. And then they even say like they even come out after and say, and what if the number are good? He sent out some number. I'm like, it's not about the number. If it was about the number, we could have started talk. I would have tell you, I'm not just interested. It make no sense for me. It's not my what I'm looking at right now.
So there was Francis, Mojo. This actually was before the fight was officially canceled, although the writing was on the wall. It was very clear that this was going to ultimately happen. But Francis, as clear as could possibly be said there, says, no, I'm not interested, and it's not even about money. So he claims it's not a negotiating ploy, Mojo. Now, whether or not we believe that, we can get into it. But Francis says it ain't happening, although people still continue to talk about him being one of those names. The other names, by the way, if you're interested, Ryan Garcia, boxing star, Nate Diaz, UFC star, and Terrence Crawford, Bud Crawford, who just beat Canelo Alvarez. I don't think that one's actually realistic, but the other three guys I say are on the table.
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan Garcia, maybe. Bud, yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz, I don't know if that carries the same appeal as everyone that you're talking about, because, I mean, you got to look at it too. Mike Tyson, Tank Davis, Francis Ngannou, like you look at his past fights and, you know, who he would like to fight right now. Who else is going to live up to that stature and create something that's intriguing? I mean, for Francis, no one would expect Jake to win. If people are going to tune in, they're going to tune in to see if Jake Paul literally is murdered in the ring. And there's a lot of people out there that would love to see Jake get his ass kicked finally. So there's that. Of course, Jake is aware of that. He'll play into that. Mentioning Francis Ngannou, I think, is a great move by Jake's camp. I mean, obviously you're running damage control like crazy right now. You also always want to build up your guy. Jake Paul calling out Francis Ngannou, whether he knows he's going to take the fight or not. He still looks like a badass. There's that. I mean, for all the reasons that you've already said, Francis, one of the most dangerous guys on the planet, at least in an octagon. Yeah. Maybe not so much a boxing ring, but still, I think we all can agree he'd probably whip Jake's ass. But this is tough, man. I mean, look, take all the personal issues aside, as heinous as they sound for Tank. This matchup just was very exciting. I said it so many times, like this was going to be the fight I was most excited about in Jake's career. Of course, Tyson will be the one everyone talks about, but what product was actually delivered in the ring, we all know what that was, and we've talked about that one. This was going to be the first time he was taking on a legit fighter. It was made more interesting by the fact that he's so much smaller than Jake, because now Jake has a little bit more of a chance. And as we look at the video of the head-to-head, it just makes you even more excited to see this thing, right? It's like a legitimate competition at this point against a legitimate fighter. So I think everyone was thrilled to that. Now, how do you replace this? How do you not let all the hype just die overnight? I don't know how they do it, but the longer this goes on, who knows what this is going to turn out to be in the end. I don't know, man. I just don't think that they get Francis Ngannou unless they really, really come up with an obscene number that might not make any sense. And still, I don't see this doing Jake a ton of favors. Who's going to be after that? I guess Ryan Garcia might be the next best in line, but the other two, I don't think that's the move.
Yeah, look, he's already fought Nate Diaz. He beat Nate Diaz. Nate, though, claimed afterwards that he was injured. Ryan Garcia, same kind of size, same kind of weight class as Tank Davis. As a matter of fact, Tank Davis is the only person that has ever beaten Ryan Garcia. So I do think there are intriguing matchups out there. And I think ultimately when Jake does step back into the ring, it's likely going to be sometime in December. It's not going to be this month anymore. But I think they will get an opponent that does get fans excited. And I'm not so sure ultimately that it's not still going to be Francis Ngannou, because after we talk to Francis Ngannou, he says what he says. Jake Paul sees our interview. He then goes to social media, and Jake Paul says, "Dear Francis, just say you already got humiliated in boxing and are scared to lose to Jake Paul. I accept that. You are light work, my friend, stuck in mud." And Francis Ngannou responds to that, "Choose your words wisely, boy. I agree that you need someone to discipline you for what you did to Mike Tyson, but stay in your lane." So, look, if Francis doesn't intend to fight Jake Paul, they've got all the elements for a fight that people want to see. They've got the trash talk. They seemingly don't like each other. There's a ton of money on the line. They've got Netflix. Why not fight? We'll see. Yeah, Steve, I forgot about the tweets there. Okay. We got time for Tom or no?
We'll definitely do Tom, but that's definitely all of it.
Okay.
So Tom will be next, though, once we get going.
Okay, got it.
Tommy boy.
Jose's here.
There he is. Where's the graphic? Is he making his run?
He's working. Jose's doing his thing.
Jose is out here.
We love Jose.
Jose!
Dude, Jose's fired up.
He's great. He was looking forward to this all day. Jose and I, we had a conversation in the bathroom a little bit earlier today.
Who's his favorite sports team?
Just talking.
I thought you said you had a competition.
Okay.
It's like there's only a few competitions.
We stood back and see who could.
Enough.
I would be.
Dude, who's
in
his
the
teams,
office
man? We got to get him on to talk about some sports. We got to shine him up.
Bathroom Olympics.
That's hilarious, man.
Bathroom Olympics.
We have all these Olympics, man, that we need to. Can Babcock do more than 3 pull-ups? We don't know.
3.
No,
I don't know. You might be giving me too many.
Over under 2.5.
Discus with the urinal cakes that we don't.
Oh, there's so many possibilities. I mean.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of fun games we could play.
I know we need to run some of those back in here. I need to still bring the putter. I keep forgetting that I need the putter in my.
Right, our putter broke.
We had a putter in here last week for my costume.
Did you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, the
you
hockey
had a
stick.
hockey stick.
And a putter.
They made that a real thing. The like Callaway made that. I was like, oh my gosh,
I love that.
that was pretty awesome.
What are we
working
doing
on.
with the Tims?
Set prop?
I think Lucas should he wore them for like 30 minutes. I think he should return the Timberlands.
Yeah, they're not even.
Yeah, well, I
doesn't
can't
want to.
now because as a very notable figure, I'm going to go
Yeah.
back to the store.
They're gonna say we were watching TMZ
we were watching
Sports and
TMZ
we saw,
Sports as everyone else
like
in America
Madison,
does.
They're not dirty at all.
What, has your price gone down anymore?
A 125.
120
Wow.
Babcock.
I may
That's
hold
pretty
out.
much free.
I'm gonna end up getting these for like $50,
No, you're not.
and I'm gonna be wearing them.
No, you're not.
I already got a pair of
Your
Tims.
price is back to 200.
I got a pair of Tims already.
Babcock, I just can't like imagine you
But for you,
rocking
and
some
Tims,
Tims.
viewers at home,
I've got Tims at home. It's a New
125.
York thing.
I know. I mean,
I've
now
got
you're all
them.
LA-ified wearing the Yeezys. And,
I
you
know.
like,
I know.
Lucas, you gonna autograph them before you give them away, or
no,
what?
I
Oh,
don't.
you're doing a giveaway?
Oh,
That's
no
nice.
way.
to ruin
Shout
the
out to Lucas
value.
for that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
what a good guy.
What a nice guy. These are brand new $200+
Brand new,
Timberlands.
just giving them away.
And he's giving them away.
Comment
Yeah,
your
sign 'em.
favorite Lucas moment to
Yeah.
be considered for the giveaway.
When he's done with the segment, he goes and sits down.
Even Madison's laughing at that.
Madison.
Madison's laughing
Yep,
at
shout out
this.
Madison.
Yeah, shout out to Madison.
Jose is here. Yep, Jose's, highlighted the show. Has become a
He really has.
staple
It's the-
character.
He is.
Look at when I take Madison Cam, she disappears.
Oh, is that what you did? Oh, where's Elvis here? See here.
Madison Cam gone. Yeah, like it's just a ghost.
Madison.
I
Dude, I
can't get
think
over
I see
Corey.
Ryan in the background too. Is that
Yeah,
what I'm
Ryan.
seeing?
We got Ryan. Ryan's in the background of the Madison.
Yep.
Why is he
the
just
Madison
standing
Cam.
over there?
Oh,
by
Oh, he had the
himself?
camera off. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
we got
Yeah.
dueling
That was crazy.
cameras.
Okay, don't we need to finish it?
Yeah, we gotta finish. Madison's right.
Keeping
We gotta
keeping
finish.
us, to
Keep
the
us
schedule.
on schedule. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Tom Brady's cloning his dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this one.
Why is Ryan standing all the way on the other side of the office by himself,
he's
like
hiding.
Michael Myers, just watching from
Michael
afar?
Myers.
I know we're past Halloween season, but still, one
I
more
like it.
reference.
It's still relevant. Oh, 2 words. Much love, Woodman. How can you
Babcock, so
not?
Tom
How can you not
Brady
love
now will
Woodman?
be a welcome
Me?
back.
Yeah,
Welcome
2 words
back,
said much
okay.
love, Woodman. How can you
Shout
not?
out 2 words.
Two words said that?
2 words. What's your favorite Woodman moment? And you could potentially win these Tims for free, absolutely free. $200
What is that?
out of the
That's
love of
the
his heart.
inspiration of the day.
What is that?
You put your heart out like this,
Oh.
and then someone else can.
you make a heart. Oh.
Guys, we might have some exciting. I might be getting some free clothes for the squad coming up soon. So stay tuned for that.
Ew.
Let's,
Alright, there's some
let's
Diddy.
get it.
All right, let's do some Tom Brady here.
Brady's dog.
Tom Brady's dog.
What is
Pitbull mix, Lua. Lua?
Lua.
All right. Can you give the info?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start side by side. Yeah, don't touch me. Welcome back to TMZ Sports, Babcock and Lucas. Tom Brady, this is a crazy story. Tom Brady, his beloved dog, Lucas, passed away a couple of years ago. Well, when you're Tom Brady, you've got all the money in the world and all the resources in the world, and you miss your dog, what do? You clone her. And that's exactly what we learned today that Tom Brady did. And it's a polarizing act. Some people are really against it, but some people say, hey, it can be done scientifically. Why not do it? What's the deal here? Who is the dog? What happened?
Quite the shocking revelation from Tom Brady here. He has had his dog, Junie, for a few years now.
Okay.
Actually debuted Junie a few months after his beloved dog, Lua, a Pitbull mix, passed away. Now, this was a dog that Tom Brady had with Gisele Bündchen, was even involved in ads and was all over the place. They absolutely adored that dog. Well, when they knew Lua was not going to make it into the new year, what they did is they drew a blood sample, and a few months later, Junie, through Colossal Biosciences,
Okay.
was created. So essentially,
Wow.
Junie is a clone of Lua, and which is why for years people were like, man, he sure did get a similar dog to what he had before. This all makes sense now, but he said it was just a blood sample, non-invasive kind of a procedure. Now, we did some research, and something like this will cost people about $50,000.
Okay, nothing to him, right?
Right, which, I mean, he could make that in about a few minutes.
Right, yeah, a couple words on Fox on Sunday, and there, $50K for Tom. But Mojo, it's a polarizing, it's a controversial thing to do because you're recreating like a being, right? It's not a piece of property. It's an animal, a live, a living, breathing animal with the personality. I don't know how I feel about it. I've been going back and forth on this all day. I don't know how to feel about this.
I think you guys are missing the bigger picture here, fellas. Tom Brady and Giselle just finally, for all of mankind, figured out how you handle pet ownership post-divorce.
Yeah.
You just get a clone and then you both get the dog in a way. That's the bigger picture here, guys.
No, Mojo, it's true because if they happen to split up and then the dog unfortunately passed away, but they both were the owners of that dog, so that would have actually potentially been an issue for them.
I mean, obviously, I'm kind of joking here a little bit. I mean, this one, I mean, I get it. People really, really love their pets and they would do anything for it. And if you have the means to do so, you're willing to spend anything for that pet. So in a way, this is almost an extension of spending lots of money on surgeries and medicines by, in a way, extending the life of your dog. But for me, this isn't it. I mean, even if I had Tom Brady kind of money, which hopefully I will one day, but I absolutely do not right now. This is not the way that I would have gone. Personally, I'm a rescue kind of guy, so I'm just going to go down to the shelter and get one that's about to be put to sleep anyways, you know, kind of save a life here. But I also understand people, you know, have very strict desires and wants and needs for a pet. So, you know, not everyone is going to go the rescue route, but still, I don't know, man, this one's going to be interesting. I don't think this is obviously going to be even remotely the last time we see this. I think I could see this being a almost viral trend for the rich and wealthy, right? I could see people bragging about generations of clones down the line. I absolutely think that's coming, and I think that's already in the works. But obviously, when it comes to pets, he's going to come under fire for something no matter what he does. But again, this one ain't for me.
Yeah, and to your point, Mojo, about other celebrities and people with means doing this, there have been others, right, Lucas? I think Paris Hilton is somebody who has cloned an animal, cloned their dog as well. Barbara Streisand. So absolutely, it's already prevalent, and I think you're going to see more and more celebrities do similar to Tom Brady.
Yeah, I am sorry. I zoned out during that segment because I am terrified that I cleaned Smokey's litter box today. He put everything in a bag, and I left it on the floor in the living room.
Left what on the floor?
The bag full of Smokey's accomplishments on the floor in the living room. I don't think I took it to. I don't think I took it to the dumpster.
Okay.
I have 2 roommates.
What do you think he's gonna do? All right.
Bro, it's not like you left the oven on or the stove on or something.
But the place is gonna smell.
No. Why? It's
open a window and you're good in an hour.
I don't want to be a bad roommate.
Can't your roommates tell what's his name?
No, it's not their responsibility.
One of Lucas's roommates is an executive at Apple.
I won't make them lift a finger.
He's
an executive where?
An executive at Apple.
An executive Apple?
At Apple.
Bro.
You know Tim Apple?
Tim Apple.
That's your roommate.
That's what Lucas calls him.
You guys must share a really expensive place.
Yeah.
Scott Creed.
He just calls him Tim Apple.
Tim Apple.
Yeah, my one roommate's the executive of Apple. The other one is the founder of Arby's, and then the third guy owns 18 car dealerships.
He does work at Apple. Maybe an executive
Apple
was a
store.
little. Yeah, he works at an Apple store. So.
That's just how expensive places are in LA.
Right. Nobody can afford. Even Apple executives can't afford a place here.
Bro, that's why I live in Orlando. Just saying.
This is crazy.
What now?
All right. Well, hopefully that didn't happen.
2 words in the previous break. Put his hand up to make the heart as well for you, Wid.
Aww.
Just so you know, there's a lot of love, for Wid right now.
What a legend.
If Brady cloned himself, they would be best friends, no doubt. It's kind of a
Brady
funny.
should clone himself.
Yeah, I mean, he already kind of looks like a clone of himself, to be honest. With
If Brady,
Arnold's cloned
if Brady
himself.
could clone one teammate from his entire career,
Who would it
to
be?
have two of them on the field with him.
Who would it
At
be?
once, who
it's
would
got to
it
be Gronk.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would be Gronk.
Edelnut? Is that what, like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I mean, two Randy Mosses.
Two Randy
Dude,
Mosses
yeah,
would
you
be
got to
insane.
remember how long he played,
Yeah.
man. You're just talking about guys at the end. You got to
Yeah.
think about the whole career.
I think
but
two
yes,
Randys.
I think it's Gronk.
What happened?
I said, don't say it.
What?
He said
He's a piece of history.
He's a piece of
Oh,
history.
would you say Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course
One of
you
them
did.
has to
look
turn
right
out
at you.
okay.
I
course
can
you
see it.
did.
I can just see it
course
dancing
you
around your
did.
eyes.
One of them has to
I
turn out
didn't hear
okay.
what you said, and I knew what you said.
Would they both go?
Not both of them would
Good player.
allegedly.
Dylan said if my roommate left his cat's crap in
Yeah.
our living room, eviction.
Yeah, I don't think we have to say allegedly. No, the answer is Gronk.
No, I really think.
I mean, really over Randy Moss?
I'd
Over
go
that
Gronk over
2007
Randy Moss
season, Randy Moss?
Because Rob can block too.
True.
He can
That's fair.
catch passes.
But
so that's
Randy
why.
Moss?
No, I know. But
Randy?
tell me the last team that. What team out there won because they had a great wide receiver? It just doesn't happen.
You're saying that about a tight end. What team only wins because they have a good
You
tight
can
end?
win without a great wide receiver. Is my point.
You
When
can
was the
win without
last?
a great
When was the
tight end.
last team that
Dude,
won
it's
without
a
a
tight
great
end
wide
heavy league
receiver?
these days, man.
Like without with not a bona fide one wide receiver. When was the last time you think that
That a team won? I mean,
because if we
the
go back,
Chiefs,
the Chiefs.
who is the Chiefs' bona fide number
Actually,
one
okay,
wide receiver?
that is a good point. That aside from the Chiefs,
I
aside
can go,
from the
if
Chiefs.
we went down, all the Super Bowl
because
winners.
I'm just thinking that like in the
Yeah.
last in the 2000s,
How
I'm
many
thinking.
Super Bowls Justin Jefferson have? How many Super Bowls?
Well, AJ Brown has one.
I wouldn't put him in the same conversation.
Jamar
Yeah.
Chase. I mean, obviously they didn't win, but they
Yeah.
made the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
they had a bona fide one, and then
Yeah.
they also had Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, of course, I'd want a bona fide one wide
Yeah,
receiver.
Super
but
Bowl
I'm just
MVP.
saying
We're
it's
not even talking
I'm
about
just saying
defense?
it's not necessary.
Super Bowl MVP Julian Edelman. You know,
Yeah.
two Lawrence Taylors would be crazy.
Oh, two Lawrence Taylor.
I mean, that wasn't a teammate of Brady,
right.
but
That's yeah. Two Lawrence Taylors.
Two
would
Reggie
be,
Whites?
Right, because you can't block. Right,
Yeah.
it should be like
Yeah.
because you can't double team everybody, right? It's like that would just be.
that is a fun kind of like debate though for teams. It's like if you had if for your franchise, if you could double, if you could
clone
clone
one
one
person.
teamate who would it be?
That's a
It's like
good
imagine
question.
steroid era, two Barry Bonds on that
Can
team.
you
Like,
imagine? Well, because the first Barry Bonds, you couldn't walk him every
Yeah.
time with another Barry Bonds.
yeah, then
behind
Barry
him.
Bonds is just up at right after.
What about two Shoheis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, two
That's
Shoheis.
four players.
Yeah,
no,
really.
that is
that
four
should be
players.
cheating. He's kind of cloned already.
Yeah,
That would be.
that is a good debate. Oh my
Clone
god.
Travis Hunter, then they can stay on one side of the ball the whole game.
Crazy time.
If we had in the office, if you could clone one person in the office, who would it be?
Just Babcock's hair.
Just
Yeah.
two
Wait,
Babcock
one
guys.
coworker?
Yeah,
One
coworker.
coworker. People are saying two Jose's. Like I agree.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Maybe I pick someone who I don't get along with because then maybe I would get along with
You
the
would get
clone.
along with them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Or
so
maybe you
Babcock.
have two people that you despise both, and now it's way worse.
What if we cloned a Mojo and then we had an office Mojo too?
Oh, that would be
I was
great.
literally
oh,
just
yeah,
thinking
one
that,
could
but I
stay
didn't
here.
want to say myself.
Yeah, one could stay here. That'd be
Yeah,
a
we
good
could have
idea. All right,
our
let's-
resident office
all right,
Mojo.
Send us some blood, Mojo.
Send us.
And see how like LA changes me after
yeah,
I've been there for a few years, and we track the progression like a scientist.
How long it takes you to start wearing Yeezys like Babcock?
How long
Listen,
I go
Babcock
broke?
doesn't
Half an hour.
support Kanye West and what he says.
But he supports the comfort.
But Babcock bought the shoes, and
I like how
gonna wear them.
Babcock's referring to himself in third person now. But Babcock doesn't support it now. Babcock does appreciates a comfortable shoe.
they're really
They are
comfortable.
the most. When I used to
Right?
sell them, I kept a few pairs for myself, and those were like the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn.
I'll like try and wear other shoes. Like I put on Jordans yesterday morning, and before I walked out, I was like, "These are too uncomfortable. I can't wear these all day."
Two Aaron Donalds.
Two Aaron Donalds
Oh
is
yeah, that would be.
despicable.
Dude, could you imagine?
Yeah, that would be.
On either side of the ball? Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
that would be.
Brady's
I
about
love this
to
question.
Brady's about to clone himself so he can play in the NFL again. I mean, at this point, it's like, where does it end? You know?
Okay.
But is
yeah,
that
but
like?
I don't know, man. Like, if you clone a Brady,
Yeah, does he become a Brady?
it's not a lock that what made Brady good would carry over to the clone. You know,
Actually-
because the mental part of the game is
Yeah, a huge part of it.
mostly what made him great. He
But I
was
think
never a
that
great
would-
athlete.
But I think that
Yeah.
would probably be more of a translation, right? Because they
Right,
say
would
like,
he have that? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Does
But I
that-
mean, I
does that
also don't
come
think
over?
a cloned Brady now,
Dude,
like if you brought in a rookie
you
Tom Brady, in the
clone
league
Wemby.
today, he's probably not making a starting spot.
Right,
Like,
can't run, can't move.
Yeah.
I mean, not mobile.
Clone Wemby,
I mean, we have
Wait,
Matt.
yeah,
we-
oh.
that was
someone who's
insane.
8 feet tall. Then you're immediately like almost guaranteed
Right.
for them to be successful.
Two
at least a bit.
7.5 footers. who
I mean,
can
we pretty
run,
much already have
dribble,
a Tom
pass.
Brady clone, like archetype on the. He's leading the 49ers right now. Mac Jones.
Mac Jones?
You know? Another Patriot. You know, right there is.
That's the best thing that
I think
anyone's
you're
ever said
joking,
about Mac
but-
Jones.
I'm fully joking.
I'm
I would.
hoping you're joking, but
That's a hell
we're
of
still getting a
Mac Jones.
feel for you out here, pal. I mean, you're newer to the show.
I
That's
see
a
this.
hell of a Mac Jones compliment.
I see this differently. What? Because if you cloned an athlete who had like a career-changing injury,
Right.
Oh yeah.
then that means they could continue their
yeah.
career without
Yeah.
the injury.
Maybe
so like
they're
a Derrick
cloned with no
Rose,
ACL.
Brandon
Derrick
Roy.
Rose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we should do that. So you can't clone anybody unless they go through a debilitating injury.
Goodness. All right, I'm still in
Yeah.
the game.
Joe Burrow's turf toe.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. I heard Joe Burrow going off on Halloween, and it really made me like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he hates it.
Hates what? Just,
Hates Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he went all out for Halloween.
Did he?
Yeah, he posted on Instagram. He's like, I did the makeup myself. And
Oh,
it's him as the
really?
Joker. It's like
Oh,
Heath
actually,
Ledger's
it's probably
Joker.
like an AI video I was watching or something.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
I hate AI, the videos, because
They're getting obnoxious,
It really
man. It was
are.
funny like a little bit in the beginning.
yeah, it's hard to tell too, Mojo.
No,
when
you
it's-
really like some of them are like if they're not trying to do too much in the video,
Yeah.
it's like you can really it's pretty difficult to tell.
Yeah, it really is.
I want to.
Yeah, so if anyone ever sees video of me doing something bad, I mean, obviously
Right,
it was
complete
AI.
AI.
Right,
so-
AI, yeah, me too.
Yeah, see this like he posted this like today.
Oh,
Like
he
of him, he's
did.
like, I did my own makeup, and it's just
Oh, he did. If Joe
Yeah.
did that, if he actually did it himself, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
so it's-
that's pretty impressive.
pretty good looking.
You
Yeah.
know what was not AI?
What was that?
Do you remember back in 2017 when Baker Mayfield
Oh,
was
there we
running from
go.
the cops?
Steve keeping us on line.
That
Choco.
was
Way to
not
go,
AI,
Steve.
and he brought it up last night.
With that said, let's do Baker Mayfield.
Thank
Oh,
you,
Lucas
Shannon.
has got his.
Taco Gooms. Taco shrooms?
Let me see. This is an incredibly disturbing stack.
I thought you were gonna grab it.
Grab it.
Yeah, you don't want to grab?
It's no, not really.
Oh, there they are.
Favorite snack. Here you go, Lucas.
Thank you.
Eat those.
I'll be honest, I don't think they look that bad.
Thank you, Mojo.
Let's talk about Baker Mayfield.
I think the fact
Babcock,
that
so
they're
do you want to just
two-tone makes
welcome
it
back
not
to us
that
for the
bad.
sound, and then maybe bring Lucas in after to get to the
yeah.
old video?
Yeah. So last night, Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Wide man.
Hi.
Stand up.
One of these days, I'm gonna get this story.
Yeah. Okay, Steve. So I'm tossing to Baker last night, Manning cast on ESPN, Dose, and then Lucas is gonna tell us what happened here.
But he was like, yeah, they showed the mugshot, and then exactly what you get
Okay.
more into the video.
Okay.
And we'll just do that as just B-roll.
Gotcha. You go with that. So arrest video. I'm welcoming here us, Baker Mayfield, Manning cast last night.
Lucas is still thinking about a litter box.
I know. I see it on his face. That's why I'm
Dude, yeah,
trying to
let
get
it
him
go, bro.
online.
It's
I'm ready.
okay.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's
All
start.
right, let's go.
What am I doing?
Welcome. I'm welcoming us. Baker Mayfield was on the Manning cast last night and having some fun with his arrest from back in the day, or had poked some fun at himself. I won't say what it's about.
Okay.
And then you.
Yeah, just-
Yeah.
And then
During the segment,
I lead
just-
into it.
What
I-
talk about the arrest and say we have video, but we're not tossing to it because there's no sound. Okay.
Just during the segment, don't think about how bad your place might smell and like what your Apple executive roommates might be thinking about it. Don't think about that.
himself, and then I go into remember back in February 2017, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So what Baker's talking about, his arrest from Arkansas in 2017. Just explain the arrest. I'm doing that. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Luke is not going to toss to it. I'm going to toss to it. Let's go. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Baker Mayfield, of course, having a really nice season once again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, last night on Monday Night Football, Baker Mayfield joined Eli Manning and Peyton Manning's Manning cast. And, well, a lot of athletes, they take themselves too seriously. Baker Mayfield, not in that category because he used his appearance with the Manning brothers to make fun of himself for an incident that happened nearly a decade ago. Watch this.
What day of the week do you work on, like breaking tackles and the spin moves and some of that stuff,
Well,
the duck up and under?
I tried one time in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It didn't go too well. Wound up getting arrested. But I've improved since then. So, you know, just finding time whenever I can.
Hey, we can find that footage, I'm sure, also. But we won't.
So they show the footage of him scrambling. He looks like Mike Vick. Not really Baker's typical game, but he was scrambling all over the place. They couldn't tackle him. And then he brings up what was at the time, at least, Lucas, it was a bad thing for Baker, right? I mean, he was getting destroyed for this.
Yes, he was.
Oh,
and
no.
He's never going to be able to live it down because the video is so embarrassing. But yes, you have a college athlete, Division I at the time, trying to run away from cops. He initially told them, look, I was trying to break up a fight, but as he was talking to them, he realized things might not be going his way, so he tried to flee, and that he did not do because the cops tracked him down and tackled him immediately after.
What a tackle by that one cop there.
They made the sack jokes and all that and everything, but he was ultimately charged with public intoxication, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. He went on to be a pretty good football player. You know, he was a Heisman winner, #1 overall pick to the Cleveland Browns, and, you know, he's still playing in the league. So he was able to turn things around quite a bit.
Yeah, this was February of 2017 in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And, yeah, we have a couple misdemeanors. So he obviously, he went on. He's the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft mojo. But I think it does say something about Baker Mayfield that he goes on TV in front of millions of people and he can make fun of himself in what, again, was a really not so great moment for him.
All right, hold on. Pause on the Baker Mayfield thing. I got to talk about that cop that made that perfectly beautiful tackle right there. I need his resume. I am willing to bet money that this man played arena football at some point, all right? Just the awareness for the half a wall right there was way too good. He dropped the shoulders, he rolled through his hips, drove through the tackle while keeping his head above the wall level so he didn't smash his face. I mean, look how perfect that was. I mean, that dude definitely played ball at some point. As for Baker, he really didn't commit to fleeing there. I don't know if he was worried he was going to pull a hamstring if he started sprinting cold. That's the first thing that always goes through my head personally. But that was a poor attempt. But either way, great job by Baker bringing it up now. This is the Manning cast, fellas. This is your opportunity for virality. There's a lot of people that watch that show. It's a big spot to be. So it's okay to go out there and make fun of yourself because now all of us, we love you more for it. The Tampa Bay Bucks are cruising right now. I believe they're tied for leading the entire NFC. So it's okay to make fun of your past exploits and shortcomings when you're balling out that much right now. So I thought this was great, man. Way to use your platform and have a little bit of fun.
Yep, Bucks 6-2, first place in the NFC North. Baker Mayfield, 1,919 passing yards on the season. He's got a couple of rushing yards as well. 13 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Baker Mayfield's rolling, and so are the Bucks.
Dude, 2 picks.
Yep, great season.
That'll work.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I can't believe the Panthers are right behind him.
I know, it's crazy.
Didn't see that coming.
I mean, the team is they just beat good teams. I mean, you know, or beat teams that should for sure beat them, which I mean is a scary thing for anybody, you know.
I don't know if it's the other teams not taking them seriously because they think it's an easy win.
It's got to be a part of it.
It's not many easy wins.
That's the worst division in football, though, no question.
Yeah.
There's not many easy wins in the NFL, clearly.
You guys want to let's do David Beckham quick. We don't need a lot. This will be our last segment before your live shot.
Okay.
Ooh, the live shot, baby.
We only need 2:45 with goodbye. 2:45 with goodbye.
Okay.
So David Beckham, knighted, and then we'll say goodbye.
Mind this?
Yeah. David Beckham, soccer career.
Not to be that guy to bring up K-pop Demon Hunters again, but if you listen closely to the instrumental the band is playing in the background of this upcoming video, golden. The K-pop Demon Hunters.
Is that what it's from?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
And there you go.
Services. Okay.
Scan its love.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can if you want to be. We don't have much time. Steve, would you say 2.5 minutes?
2.5, 2:45.
With a goodbye.
With goodbye? Or
With
no?
a goodbye.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's. Video. Nothing. Just B-roll. Okay.
Never mind, not a video.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Call him Sir David Beckham from now on. It ain't just David Beckham anymore because the soccer legend received an absolutely awesome honor this week from none other than King Charles. Guys, he has received his knighthood, and again, he is now officially Sir David Beckham. He's always been a legend in the UK, but now I guess he's a knight for his, they say, recognition for his services to sport and to charity, both industries where he's made tremendous, tremendous accomplishments, charity and sports-wise. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It is. And David Sir David, my apologies, is
Don't do it
a
again.
huge fan of the royals. Like, he has talked about how he has traveled the world and everyone is asking him about the royal family. And he says this is so important to the monarchy and all of this that this is a distinction that I'm sure he is taking so highly and is so proud of. You just saw in the pictures and the videos, he was smiling from ear to ear throughout this. But as someone who was the captain of the English national team and has had so many different charitable efforts using his platform for good, this makes complete sense to me.
Yeah, I have two questions here, fellas. The first one is, like, we have to call him Sir David, right? Now that he's been knighted, if you call him David, that's a big problem.
Big no-no.
I'm assuming.
Sir David.
And the second question is, why is his wife dressed like she's going to a funeral? Is this like this is the death of humility in the household after you've been knighted and you're going to be talking all that trash in home? I don't know what that is. I have a couple of questions here, but what I do know, this is awesome. I love every second. Obviously, you saw the Beckham documentary recently. That was a great documentary. You know how people feel about him. It reminds you all that he has accomplished. And then you factor in all the good deeds that he's done. So, yeah, this one makes a lot of sense. Really cool for sure.
I kind of want to be knighted. It's pretty cool the way they do, like, with the sword. You see that?
It was really cool
when
Lewis
Hamilton. Is it a sharp sword, or do they dull it before?
I hope they dull it. What if they
purposes?
cut you? What if the king cut David Beckham? God forbid.
Lawsuit.
No, that's part of the process. Maybe is you have to get cut a little bit.
You've got to draw some blood. Yeah, it's like Cosa Nostra or something.
Sealed in blood.
We're not sure if that's true or not. We're going to look into that. In the meantime, we are out of time. We got a big show tomorrow. It's going to be great. We'll see you then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the knighting process goes. King Charles has given out, according to our notes here, over 100 knighthoods.
Over how long?
I don't know. Good question, Mojo. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's not that many.
Yeah, you would think more, right? Mm-hmm. He did about 4 there, I want to say.
What other categories can you get knighted for? You know? Because this one was for sport.
Yeah, sport, services to sport and to charity.
So it's like if you're just a very charitable British man, you can just be
so
a knight.
I feel like you got to be famous too, right?
So it's like, could Jeff Bezos hypothetically go invest $1 billion into the UK infrastructure and become Sir Jeff Bezos?
$1 billion speaks pretty loudly, and he's famous, so I can see that.
Yeah, but then you have an asterisk that you bought your knighthood, and that's
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is what other process is there? Because I mean, Beckham obviously was just like the British national team's biggest player for, or the United Kingdom for as long as as he was. So I'm not sure what other categories there would be. Mojo, if you wanted to get knighted for one thing, what would you be knighted for?
Partying.
The party night?
That was easy. That was easy.
The
party night would be electric.
That it's all
break
just
dance moves. I don't know.
A dancing
it's
night.
It's all just
hype.
A role that he plays.
The night of hype.
The hype night.
The hype night.
The hype night.
What about you, Lucas? What would you, if you could be knighted for one one thing.
K-pop Demon Hunter trivia.
Vibes.
Okay.
Although I'm not a good vibes guy. Like
Vibes?
You're not a good vibes guy, but you want to be knighted for vibes?
Yeah. Like, if I could change that and improve that, I would be a vibes guy. Like, oh,
Like a culture
Lucas
builder?
is going to be there? That is awesome. Like,
Okay.
Like, yeah. He's
So
bringing
you
the
want to
vibe.
be the guy. Knighted for being the
dude,
guy.
that's not
Dude,
vibes.
that would be sick.
That would be sick. Oh, Jen in the
Dude,
chat asked.
there's nothing better than being the guy.
That's true. You want to be the guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever
be
been
the
in
guy,
a
you gotta
situation
beat
where
the
you've been the guy?
Have I ever had a situation where I was the guy?
Yeah, like where you were like the guy.
Plenty.
Okay.
But it's like,
Give
not
us a
all
good
the
one.
time.
Yeah.
Give us a good one.
Gosh, I mean, like, what example do you want? There's so many to pick from.
What's like the best example of you being the guy?
A party ran out of
it's all those
beer,
empty hot
and
sauce
I
bottles
showed
over your
up and
head.
I had like 3 cases in my hands.
Oh.
And everyone was like, "Oh my God!" Like,
That is a pretty guy maneuver.
yeah,
You know, that is a good one.
I was the beer guy.
Okay, Lucas, as someone who's been in the office a long time, you know, and knows the ins and outs of a lot of people here, Jen asked in the chat, who in the TMZ office is most likely to get knighted?
Most likely to get knighted?
Yeah.
Charles.
Charles?
Yeah.
Sir Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's actually
He's
already...
like highly respected. He doesn't have
You hear
any
that?
ops.
Lucas said you would be the most likely person in the office to get knighted. Sir Charles?
Yeah, now, mind you, I'm also trying to butter up Charles because I'm trying to be his friend. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he's sucking up. I get it.
Yeah. But that still felt good a little bit, right?
He's desperately trying to be friends. And I just keep saying to him, we are friends. I don't understand.
There's a jazz bar that I walked by the other day.
Okay,
I did.
slow down.
Are you inviting him on like a little
guys' night
hangout?
out?
Little
We can go
guys' night out to
dancing?
jazz club?
Not happening.
Charles, you don't want to go on a guys' night out to the jazz club?
I mean, it's I've just got a lot of stuff, calendar, holidays coming up. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's pick this up in January. Definitely.
In the new year,
Sir Charles,
say,
that's a
Lucas,
no from Sir Charles.
If you're trying to be the guy lets friends come to him.
That's
he doesn't
true.
go trying to find them.
That is a good
We
point.
gotta flip the presentation
But
here.
I'm not the guy in this moment. Charles is the guy in this
So,
moment.
okay. I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
but if you
I
were
can't
more
always be
more
the
the guy, maybe that would attract Sir Charles to come and go to jazz night with you.
That's true.
You know?
True.
That's true.
2 words, Shannon gets knighted. Shannon, you here? Well, I don't know where Shannon's at, 2 words, but I agree that she'd be a good knight. Let's see. Tom Brady is such a weirdo, get another dog. Yeah? Oh, Shannon, 2 words in the chat said, if out of anybody in the office to get knighted, you would be the one to get knighted.
Thank you so much.
Yep, there you go.
I'll go put my headphones
Wait,
on.
is it still Sir Shannon? If
Huh?
you if you're like a knight and you're not a
Don't you get
female
like,
knight,
is
is it
it
still
Dame?
I don't know.
yeah,
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Sir. What would be the
Madame.
Madame Shannon?
I don't know.
Madame Shannon.
Now we have to look it up.
Dame.
Dame?
The female equivalent of Sir for a knighted woman is Dame.
Not like
Lily.
lady.
Really?
I feel it'd be like Lady Shannon.
Oh, lady is used for the wives of knights, not the female knights
Okay.
themselves.
Wait,
yeah, read
so
a book, guys. You
Dame?
didn't know that?
Man.
I don't know about that one,
like
man. That
So you'd
sounds a
rather be
little weak
Lady
to me.
Shannon than Dame Shannon? Lady Dame Shannon? Okay.
No, it's Lady Dame.
Lady Dame? So it's
Dame
fully,
time?
fully name change.
Lady
First
Dame.
name Lady, last name Dame?
All day.
Okay, word. 2 words, Charles and
Dang.
Lucas bromance? Oh, man.
Hey, speak it into existence.
It's always been. See, that should be a vote of confidence.
No, it's crazy. When the cameras are on, he
He's buttering
switches up on me. He switches up.
Dylan Dame, yep.
That is a very hard question, though. There are a lot of amazing people in this office. I'm not sure.
Damehood.
What,
Yeah, I think it is
Mojo,
Dame.
out of all the people in the WWE that you got to tussle with, who do you think would be the best knight?
Well, I mean, everyone would probably say Cena.
Okay, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, that is probably the
The
one.
one.
That's
But
right.
in your
Who
opinion,
else would it be?
But in your opinion, would it also be Cena?
What about
Why?
LA Knight? There is a Knight.
Not true.
Oh, LA Knight. Yeah, there you go. LA Knight has already been knighted.
Sir LA Knight.
I mean, if it was me, it'd probably be someone I was. I mean, when I got called up to the main roster, he was kind of already phasing out. So from his full-time day-to-day.
Okay.
So it probably would be someone that I was there with every day.
Okay. Yeah,
but I don't know who.
Okay. No, Cena, I think definitely would be like the consensus knight of the WWE.
Sami Zayn would probably be knighted.
Okay. Does that mean like if like London? Somebody said this on the show earlier, but if the UK goes to war, do they just summon all their knights to like fight? Is it like the draft?
That division would get decimated instantaneously.
You just have David Beckham out there leading the charge.
That have never.
You just have David Beckham riding into battle on a horse just instantly. I think that would be.
He's kicking soccer balls at people.
We were talking about how he just gets a little medal. If I'm getting knighted, I want a suit of armor.
That's true. I mean, you think they can't afford like a custom suit of armor? That'd be amazing.
Hey, not to totally pivot the conversation here, but kind of. If you go to the Arnold competition every year
in Ohio,
they have medieval fighting as an actual sport.
Oh, really? Like at the Arnold?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and first of all, they're all in full armored gear, and they're walking around on unbelievably slippery surfaces, so they're slipping and busting their asses wearing hundreds of pounds of metal, and everything that they wear is 100% authentic to what people fought in all those years ago, except they have to dull all their weapons. But I saw dudes that were on the ground getting a poleaxe swung at their head.
Oh my God.
Like a long one, swinging it like a baseball bat and just cracking a dude in the helmet over and over. And you see blood coming out of the helmet underneath.
That's crazy. That must be a crazy waiver.
It was rough.
Yeah, that seems insane.
They like squat up on each other too. So like one of them essentially like ran up and disarmed the dude and held his arms down until the other guy could like swing axes at him and stuff.
That seems gnarly.
Honestly, it was the most badass, craziest thing going on at the Arnold, including all the flexing and powerlifting and all the crazy competitions.
That is like
that was number one.
That's like the last place I would think that would be that's just such a random collaboration with like the Arnold.
Well, hey, it worked, man, because everyone was watching.
Oh, I mean, I would love to watch. Well, I mean, I want to go to the people around, like at least in our social team, have been talking about going to medieval times. And Jen just brought up if any of you guys have ever been to medieval times, but I would love to do that.
Medieval times, yes.
I would love to do that. Like
medieval times is awesome.
You give you like half a chicken with
So is the concept that like you have like you sit in sections, then based off the section you kind of like root for that?
That is right. You sit in like colors, like the blue side.
Yeah.
It's been
guys,
so
I can
long.
walk you through this entire thing. I go probably every year.
Do they have? Is medieval times only in LA or is there?
No, they're probably like a dozen or 2 dozen of them nationally.
Yeah, I only went in New Jersey, so they give me it in Jersey.
Because I only ever saw like I mean we don't have anything like that here, you know, or like in Colorado.
You should go. It's actually fun. You go with your friends.
I would love to. I mean,
so there's a whole storyline. Like there's the king and the princess and all that. They divide you up into 6 different lit up sections. Each section has their own knight that's representative of you. Spoiler alert, if you tell them it's your birthday, they'll like almost always put you in the winning section. So people with kids, there's that.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then if you know someone there, or if you get like the super package, they'll actually have the winning knight give you the token at the end of the thing.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
But yeah, they legit get out there and they have a routine, and
it seems like fun,
choreographed and all that. But they do improv it a little bit while they're out there. Some of the competitions are legitimate. It's pretty cool, man. But yeah, dinner and a show, and there's a whole storyline with it, acting and the performances.
Well, Chad, if you want to see us go to medieval times, I would love to see Babcock wearing a little. We'll get Babcock a little costume, a suit of armor.
I'm excited.
Oh, 2 words, the glasses. Thank you. I appreciate the.
I liked those too.
Yeah, thank you.
I like them a lot.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate
the Wizards sent them to him.
Don't mention.
Yeah, the Wizards. So I could just view the games in a higher definition, than I was before. Even though it was me and Babcock discussed earlier this morning, I watched about 2.5 hours of Wizards basketball last night against the Knicks, and
I didn't watch any.
But I enjoyed it a lot more, Mojo. I'm trying to just be happy, Happy. small victories, you know, seeing the rookies do good, and maybe in maybe in the next 30 years we'll win something.
Next 30 years.
I mean, it's been 50. It's coming on almost exactly 50 years since they won a championship. I think, 1976. But
my team's not too far ahead of you.
Yeah. Well,
kidding.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. So close. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.